So it is the last day of my mini cut and I'm really looking forward to this. So here, as you guys can see, so basically I started at 198.8 pounds. Today marks exactly a month from that day, and so I'm going to weigh myself and I really hope that I'm down 10 pounds. So that would be 189 pounds, but we're gonna see because my weight is kind of plateaued around the really low 190s lately. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna hit it, but let's hope so. Sorry, 189.8 pounds. So that's pretty much where I wanted to be. I think that's about a 9 pound difference. Alright you guys, so I just wanted to do a quick walkthrough with you guys of what my cut exactly looked like. So what you're seeing right here is the starting point. My abs are just barely visible. I have a little bit of leg definition going on, but overall I hold a lot of fat in my midsection, so that's going to be my love handles and just on my abs. And so that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do the cut, is just to bring out my abs a little bit more. Whenever my lower belly starts like poking through my shirts is when I start to get kind of irritated, and then I usually decide to cut some weight as soon as that starts happening. But yeah, so nothing exactly too bad. Definitely a little bit of muscle definition, probably hovering around 16-17% body fat. Now what you're seeing is week 2 right here. Oh, sorry, week 1 actually. So this is week 1, and as you can tell, I definitely lost a lot of bloat. I'm just looking a lot slimmer, not as much glycogen in my muscles, just because of the diet, which is to be expected. Yeah, but it's definitely, you can tell there's been a little bit of progress made. And now this is week 2. Week 2 is I definitely started seeing a little bit of the differences. My bicep veins became a lot more prominent, started sticking out a lot more, and sort of the little tributary veins started poking out. So definitely starting to get a lot leaner. And then, so for this was week 3. So in week 3, I really started to see my ab veins. And my ab veins are kind of weird because they start to poke out just around like 14% body fat. So I can still be pretty chunky and I still have ab veins for some reason. I guess it's just a genetic trait that I have. But yeah, you can see that I'm getting pretty lean. My obliques are coming in a little bit. Definitely losing a little bit of size just overall, but not too worried about that. This is just a side shot just to show you guys what the abs are looking like. The abs were getting pretty well defined and just really taking that top layer of fat off. All right, you guys, so week 4 is when I really started to see a difference. So I definitely looked a ton leaner. My stomach was pretty much gone by this week. And I think I had lost a total of about 8 pounds. 8 pounds almost by week 4. Yeah, I was looking a lot more lean in the gym. My shoulder veins started coming in and they were poking out a lot. It was kind of ridiculous, but probably nearing the more 13% body fat range. You can just tell the striations are coming in a little bit in the chest, and the overall like my face is just overall looking quite a bit leaner than it usually did. Alright you guys, so here is the official physique update after 1 month of mini cut and around 10 pounds lost.
I'm feeling so hollow, don't you know, don't you know, I'm living in shadow, don't you know, don't you know, I fell for fool's gold, I fell for fool's gold. What did I know? What did I know? I fell for fool's gold. I fell for fool's gold. What did I know? What did I know?
My bad, I forgot to show you guys the legs. Those made a lot of progress as well.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Alright, you just saw my final form, my final physique after my mini cut. Now I was able to lose about 10 pounds in 1 month. And I want to talk about this for a little while because I did something that I would not necessarily recommend for everyone. Now, when a person comes to me and says that they want to start losing weight, I would never say to start off by losing 10 pounds in a month. That's not the best way to do it. Honestly, you're probably gonna be a lot better off if you stay between the 1 to like 1.5, maybe 2 pounds a week. Just for overall muscle maintaining and just energy levels, you know, not dropping your calories too far below your maintenance. But I really wanted to get this 10 pounds off. I just wanted to see what it would look like, see what it would feel like. And I like putting myself through challenges sometimes. Sometimes I feel like I get stuck in a groove and I just keep doing the same workouts, the same exact things over and over and over again. And so I like to throw a little bit of a wrench into the works just to see how my body's going to respond. I love to play around with my calories to just see where my body thrives at, what's too low, what's too high. And so I was basically doing this and I was able to lose 10 pounds in 1 month. Now you can see the differences, like they're definitely very big. I'm going to try not to get too much lower of a body fat percentage than I already am. I'm pretty sure that I started somewhere around the 16 to 17% range and I ended up in the sort of 11 to 12, probably 12% range. Yeah, but I'm not going to try to get any lower because one thing that I really love about staying at this body weight, just around 190 pounds morning weight, is like I feel like my face is a lot thinner. Like my face doesn't have as much bloat on it. I'm just walking around with a lot less weight on my body, which after a while, when you're like 210 pounds almost, it starts taking a toll on you and starts taking a toll on your joints and everything like that. And so I decided to come down to about 190 pounds and I feel like I'm really thriving at this. Obviously, my strength did take a little bit of a dive, but it was nothing very significant. I think the biggest indicator of just how much my strength decreased was just before my cut. This was like my first hardest set, bench pressing with the dumbbells. I was able to get up the 100-pound dumbbells on a flat bench for 15 reps. And by the end of my cut, I was getting it up for 12. So I lost about 3 reps on, you know, that's kind of a vague way to look at it, but I'm just trying to show you guys like a point of reference at where my strength was versus where it is now. So I'm definitely not quite as strong, but I definitely feel a lot better. I feel a lot more self-confident, just not having to walk around worried about like seeming a little bit overweight, because sometimes I can get into my head and think that a little bit. But the next thing that I want to talk about is just how I did this. Now, I preach this all the time, and I talked about it a lot in my full day of eating video that I made. All I did was just eat less. So I cut out the Taco Bell runs for the boys that we usually have every week. I cut out going out to restaurants. I cut out alcohol, which I don't drink So I got rid of carbs and fats equally. A lot of people, when they're trying to diet, they want to demonize either fats or carbs or meat, or they're always looking to demonize something. And so what I think the most like important tip when cutting is don't change anything, just eat less. And that's the biggest pointer for me. Like, obviously I'm not going to go out and pig out anymore and that type of stuff, but as far as like portion sizes go and like your every day-to-day eating, I just eat less of everything that I'm eating. I keep my protein intake exactly the same, and I'm gonna decrease my fats and my carbs a little bit. And that's pretty much how I did it. There's not some sexy answer to like, wow, how to lose 10 pounds in 1 month. It's honestly just consistency and staying below your caloric maintenance. And so many people just don't understand that. Yeah, it's just pretty basic. One thing that I do tend to do, and I think I've mentioned this before as well, when I'm dieting, I tend to eat more high calorically dense foods. Foods such as like fruits and vegetables, because they really just fill up your stomach. I eat a lot of fiber to get that feeling like I'm full when I'm really eating less calories than I usually am. Yeah, I stay away from calorically dense foods and highly processed foods, because once you start eating foods like that, it's so incredibly hard to stop. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed the transformation video. If you guys are thinking about cutting or anything, drop it down in the comments if you guys have any questions or any other things you'd like me to answer. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.
And maybe